Hey everybody, and thanks for clicking on this video and checking out my channel. So Cobra Kai Season 3 dropped over this past weekend. The wife and I just finished watching all 10 episodes, so I thought I'd jump on camera and give my thoughts and opinions about it. If you want to talk about Cobra Kai Season 3 with me, I welcome you to do so, and I'd love for you to do so. Just comment all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Let's get a fun conversation going. And with all that out of the way, let's start talking about Cobra Kai Season 3. And before we get into talking about Cobra Kai Season 3, I just want to say that there will be spoilers for Season 1 and 2 in here. So if you haven't seen Cobra Kai yet, I recommend that you go watch the show, go binge all 30 episodes, then come on back and I'd love to talk about it with you. And with all that out of the way, let's start talking about Cobra Kai Season 3. So when we last left off with Cobra Kai at the end of Season 2, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai had a big brawl in the high school, resulting in Robbie knocking Miguel over the railing and smashing his back on the staircase. And Season 3 picks off right where Season 2 left off, and that's one of the things that I really loved about Season 3. Season 3 does not take that incident that you would think would be like a big deal and brushes it off. It treats it as a big deal. We get to sit with each of the characters, not just the characters, but the society and the community as a whole, and we see how they're dealing with the aftermath of that brawl in the high school. The consequences and aftermath from that brawl in the high school play all throughout Season 3, and I really like that the show did not just dismiss that, and it really put the microscope on that event and what it did for the whole community going forward. That was probably the thing I liked the most about Cobra Kai Season 3. As a whole, though, this season of Cobra Kai was still a lot of fun to watch. Also, at the end of Season 2, we see that Kreese, played by Martin Kove, has taken Cobra Kai away from Johnny. And Season 3 is really Kreese's season. Martin Kove as Kreese has the most to do he's ever had to do in this show. And his character gets a lot of time to shine in this season. This season is really Kreese's season. You see how manipulative he is. The evil John Kreese that was in the first Karate Kid trilogy is back in this season. And Martin Kove plays this diabolical villain so well in Season 3. With Kreese also having all this time to shine in Season 3 and this season kind of being his season, this season goes a lot darker than Season 1 and Season 2 did. And a lot of the darker tone comes from the Kreese's character's background. They give a backstory for Kreese and kind of give us an insight as to why he is the way that he is and the way that his ideologies, his morals, and his beliefs are. They kind of give you an insight as to why he is that way, and it's really engaging stuff. Diving into Kreese's backstory and looking at him through a new lens in this kind of way, I thought was really good for the character, and I thought they did a really good job with it. And much like Season 2, Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do still have their rivalry, although the rivalry between these two dojos definitely gets kicked up a notch in Season 3. They go to some darker places than they have before, but watching the tension ride up on these two dojos still is a lot of fun to watch, and is one of the best parts of this show. This season also takes a bunch of the characters and splits them up to have their own storylines, and their storyline regarding Johnny helping Miguel after his incident at the school is really great. Johnny and Miguel are once again the heart of this show. It was by far my favorite storyline of this season. They also separate Daniel from the main group for a majority of this season, where he's off doing his own storyline that really connects to Karate Kid Part 2. And I would recommend rewatching or watching Karate Kid Part 2 before you go into this season. You don't necessarily have to, but I do feel like that will enhance the experience, because my wife, who has not seen the Karate Kid Part 2, she's only seen the first one, I could tell was a little bit lost when it got to Daniel's storyline. The show still helps you out as it always does, incorporating their flashbacks used in brilliant ways, but I do think a Karate Kid Part 2 rewatch will help you a little bit more. I honestly found the weaknesses of this season to be very minimal. The first half of the season, as I found with the other two seasons of Cobra Kai, moves kind of slow. It takes a while to build up and get going. But when you hit the last 5 episodes of the season, just like Season 1 and 2, it just moves at such a quick pace. It leaves you in such a state of needing to know what happens next. And that's one of the things that Cobra Kai has always done so brilliantly well, is making me feel like I have to click on the next episode. And that tradition continues in Season 3. I also found that there were some character arcs in this season that did feel a little bit more rushed than character arcs did feel in Season 1 and 2. I actually think Season 3 might have benefited if it had like 1 or 2 more episodes just for some characters to make their character arcs feel a little bit more smooth. I'm mostly regarding Hawk and Robbie. Now, without going into spoilers, I'm not saying that Hawk and Robbie's characters are not done well in this season. I think they're done really well in this season. Their story arcs do make sense, but I did feel like there was some room to kind of add a little bit more to make their story arcs feel a bit more smoother. They're not overly jarring. I just felt like those two characters and their story arcs could have used just a little bit more screen time to make it feel like a more gradual transition. But everything that you liked about Cobra Kai in Season 1 and 2, or at least everything that I liked about Cobra Kai in Season 1 and 2, still carries over into season 3. The season might have the least amount of action of the 3 seasons, but when the action gets going, it still kicks a lot of butt. The action sequences are shot so well. A lot of them feel like they're taken in one take. You can actually see what's going on. You can tell that these kids, these actors, are doing a lot of the moves themselves. There's some stunt doubles and body doubles in there, but for the most part, you can see all of their faces very clearly, and they all do a great job pulling off this action. The show still has a lot of good drama. The rivalry between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do continues to be very engaging and very exciting. Kreese being this season's villain is very engaging and a very interesting antagonist to have for this show. I felt like he was used and written in this season so well, and he kind of comes out being the show stealer for me of season 3. And while I would say that season 3 was my least favorite season of Cobra Kai, do not take that very hardly because this season is still really good. I still really enjoyed Cobra Kai season 3, and it left me just hungry to consume Cobra Kai season 4. Anyway guys, those are all my thoughts and opinions on Cobra Kai season 3. Have you had a chance to check it out yet? Comment down below, let me know. I want to know all your thoughts and opinions on Cobra Kai season 3. And are you excited for Cobra Kai season 4? As always guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking out my channel. Once again, my name's Zachary Milne. Thank you for talking movies with me, and I hope you have yourself a great day.